All right, you guys are playing Urza the wrong way. I noticed this because my buddy sent me a playing with power video where they were using a polymorph build that looked just non-viable. So we're going to give you guys the quick rundown on what you should be doing with Urza in cEDH in 2025. As you can see, you can find the Moxfield list up here. Urza, Storm, Flash Forged, updated 20 hours ago, 6,000 views. You can find it at the link. It's in the description, but we're going to give you a quick rundown on what it does right here. The title says it all. We are storming and we are doing it at flash speed. How do we do that? Let's look at the fives up here. We've got Tezzeret. What that's going to do is go and get our Mystic Forge or our Crystal Skull Isu Spyglass. We also have this the straight up Future Sight and Magus of the Future, all for top deck casting ability. If we move down to the fours, we see that Crystal Skull Isu Spyglass as well as the Mystic Forge with a Leyline, a High Fate Trickster, and a Vidalcan Ori. We need to be able to flash out Urza because guess what? He is vulnerable on the board. People will blow him off of there. What's in the three slot? Of course, that rhystic Study. We got to have that, but what you're going to notice are a lot of producers and reducers. Every time you cast an artifact, it produces a token, and every time you cast an artifact, it happens for one less. That's really cool with a lot of these. We are also going to be taking note of the Liberator, the Urza's Battle Softer, the Skittering Cicada. We've got the Shimmering Mirror at the bottom. Those are all flash enablers. We need those a lot. And then, of course, we've got our Gadgeteer combo piece in there worth noting. The twos. What's going on with the twos? We've got a lot of things like the Prize Statue, the Ticket Tortoise, the Gilded Pinions, the Gold Pan. Those things are going to create more tokens upon cast that we can tap for mana. And if we are using it with a reducer on the field, then we are going positive. If we have a producer, we get even more tokens. What do we also have in here? We've got things like the Sapphire Medallion, our normal rocks, a Helm of Awakening, and some other things to get us through, like the Eye of Vecna. And notably, the Fairy Mastermind is used for our finishing combo to force the draw after we mill them out with the Codex Shredder as a backup plan if our Glaring Fleshraker doesn't do damage first, if it happens to be unavailable. What's going on in the one slot? Well, we've got a lot of good stuff going on in the one slot, including the Skull Clamp. All those tokens are going to lead to draws. That Springleaf Drum, you're going to have something to use on that. The Chain, the Retraction Helix, the Bounces. So those are all for our Battered Golem, Valley Floodcaller combos, as well as the Essential Removal in the deck. We've got a lot of things that keep the deck moving, as well as our combo pieces, such as the Codex Shredder. Things that keep us moving, Candy Trail, Witching Well. But we should also notice that we've got some other odd ones in here. Training Grounds, that's for top deck adjustment and card advantage, because we need to be able to get the things off the top when we're storming. Fortune Teller's Talent, that's a one card combo with Sensei's Top fully upgraded. Go and draw your deck, be doing that. Thought Monitor, we've always got 6-7 artifacts out there, so just cast that, draw a couple of cards. Artificer's Assistant, every time you cast a historic spell, you're scrying. Keep that stuff off the top that you don't want. Spell Bomb, just draw a card. That's what I use it for most often, and of course you got to toss in that Fitch. In the zero slot, this is really interesting. So we've got all that flash speed. You might have noticed now that we're reaching the end that we don't got any counter spells. What are we doing? We use these as our counter spells. I'll explain the rest in another video.